What's happening, people? Welcome to the first episode of Do You Know Ball? I'm Greg.
I'm Littles.
And today we are going to be discussing England's Euro 2020 football squad.
Boy.
Excited for this one. Excited for this.
I mean, the first question I've got, for the players that we've got now, is Southgate the man?
Got to give him his chance. Obviously, the World Cup, he made us all believe that we could win it with his waistcoat. He got us to the semis. Everybody believed, the whole country stood up. So we've got to give him his chance. But I think...
we got a massive bring-in to get to this. Let's be honest.
Yeah, no, we did have
when it came down to it.
Yeah, we bottled it. But I believe with this squad, I think this squad is better. In this squad, we've got generational talents. You've got people like Phil Foden, Jude Bellingham, Grealish, got Sterling.
Have you though?
Potentials. But we'll show you what we've got. We've had a panel of 12 people, ranging from professional footballers down to any day people.
Any guy
voting on what they believe should be the England squad. We might as well start with the keepers.
Yes.
So this is what we've had. The way we've done it, we've done 3 keepers, 8 defenders, 8 midfielders, and 7 attackers. So the keepers, I think it's pretty self-explanatory.
I think everybody that's in tune with what's going on with the England squad has picked the same 3 keepers.
I'll let you. I'll let you say it.
So first off, we've got Nick Pope. I mean, he's been in and amongst the England squad for some time now. Obviously got Jordan Pickford. Some people don't rate him, but when it comes to the England squad, again, he's always going to be in there. No matter how many mistakes he makes, he's a good shot stopper, and he did his bit in the World Cup, didn't he?
Yeah, no.
And the latest addition to the goalkeeping side of things, Dean Henderson, which again, it goes without saying.
Yeah.
He's Man U's number 1 keeper at the minute.
And he's one for the future. I think he's going to be...
How old is he?
23, maybe?
Yeah.
Maybe 23.
For a keeper.
How
old's Pickford now?
He can't be too old. Maybe 26?
Yeah.
Something like that. I think it's going to be a case that Henderson will probably turn out to be England's number 1 for future.
Yeah, I think they're going to start pushing that now. You know what I mean?
Especially with him now coming into his own at United and really challenging.
And that's it. Out of the 3, you want your keeper to be the keeper that plays for United. Yeah, do you know what I mean? It's a bit more palatable than your number 1 keeper plays for Everton.
Yeah, exactly. Moving on from the keepers, because let's be honest, we have no idea about goalkeeping. It's gone to defenders. I thought this is one of the more challenging positions to vote on.
Yeah, because it didn't change week by week, but even just looking at some of these ones, a month ago, there's some that I wouldn't have even thought of putting in there.
No, exactly.
The last 2 weeks, 4 games, whatever. There's certain people that now they've got to be in the squad. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we'll go with the fullbacks then first.
Go on then.
So you've got Kyle Walker, which is an absolute no-brainer.
I think he is the right back for us.
Do you think he's the best right back in the world?
Yeah, I'm trying to wrap my brains. I can't think of anybody else that's better than Kyle Walker right now. So he's got to be there.
So we've got Trent Alexander-Arnold next. I mean, I'll be honest, this is a tricky one for me because I mean,
did you vote for Trent?
No. I get it, but at the same time, it's based on what I've seen, not just in recent weeks, months, majority of the season.
Yeah.
But because he set up a goal yesterday, United Liverpool. What did I think it was? Jamie Carragher said, yeah, he's solidified his place in the England squad.
For me though, obviously United fan. I thought he played City yesterday. Everything about him was good.
He did, but he said that off the back of Firmino scoring the goal. Let's have it right. Shocking marking from Pogba. He even fell over.
Yeah, no, I hear that, but his delivery, the way because obviously we had Pogba on the left, Shaw left back, and recent weeks them two have looked quality. They've looked very, very good. And last night, Alexander-Arnold made them look mediocre. From the way he was pressed high up the pitch, obviously very good on the ball as always, and his set piece delivery, which again may be key for England in the World Cup, in the Euros, was on point. So I think he's quality. Left backs, I think this one was the easiest out of all of them. Luke
Can I just stop you there just quickly? I did vote for Trent.
Did you go for Trent?
I actually voted for Musea.
I was thinking, because I was about to start talking about Wan-Bissaka.
I thought you voted for Trent.
I voted
you went for Trent? Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Fraud.
Left backs though, Luke Shaw and Ben Chilwell. Self-explanatory. Yeah, we've got nobody else. No. I couldn't justify putting anybody else in there, and I think that was a clean sweep as well. Every person voted for them too. Centre backs. I think there's two on here that were easy. Every person that voted for two of them, which were John Stones and Harry Maguire.
Yeah.
Maguire, I saw his stats yesterday, is basically the top for everything in the Prem, which is, it's mad. Like, I like Maguire, but there's better. But
I've just surrendered to the fact that he's going to play.
Yeah, no, he has to play though. He has to play.
Yeah.
Well, but he's injured at the moment, so we'll see what he's like.
Oh dear.
John Stones, unbelievable for City. He's obviously won the league.
It's mad the way that he's turned it around.
The comeback's sick.
Yeah.
It is a sick comeback.
One of the best.
Yeah, but what I will say,
the best comeback since Diego Forlan.
what I will say though is, at the moment he has Kyle Walker, who we've said is the best right back in the world, and Ruben Diaz next to him.
They also have him next to them.
No, I understand that. I understand that, but I think he's got a little bit of a blanket at the moment where he's got the best right back in the world and probably the best centre back in the Prem, apart from Van Dijk, who's injured.
Man United talk. That's
no. I'm just saying. We'll see. We'll see come the Euros. Whether he's still got the same form. I hope he does. By the way, I love him. I think he's sick. I think he, as an overall player, he is the best English centre back at the moment. As an overall player, and I hope he can take that form into the Euros. Yeah. But we'll see. But the other two centre backs. Now this is where it gets a little bit interesting. So the centre backs that people voted for, I'll give you a list. We had Eric Dyer, Ezri Konsa, Ben Godfrey, Connor Cody, Michael Keane, Fikayo Tomori, and Tyrone Mings. So out of those, we went for Tyrone Mings and Fikayo Tomori. What are your thoughts on that?
I think the reason they've ended up being the ones that have been picked overall and people's thinking is you have to kind of delve into their season a bit less than the others. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like Tomori's gone to AC, smashing it. And when you think about your Connor Cody's and things, you're always questioning, can he play alongside this person? Because I like Connor Cody. He's someone that I did want in there, and I kind of just missed out. And I think mainly because in the back of my mind, I think he's not gonna pick him. Because he's a leader. He's one of them guys. 7 out of 10 every week. Doesn't phase him. He will do the same thing.
You know what you're gonna get from him.
Yeah. But I think Tyrone Mings has improved a lot. I remember when he was at Ipswich and he was a left back.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Did he go to Bournemouth? He went to Bournemouth, didn't he? Then he went to Villa.
I think he had a bad injury at Bournemouth, didn't he? And it kind of stopped his progression through it. But I think since he's been at Villa, there
was one point when Arsenal were looking at him, and I was like, I won't say no.
I mean, me personally, I went for Tomori and Konsa. I think Konsa, out of him and Mings, I think he's the better centre back. Mings.
Is Konsa left footed?
No, right footed.
So that's the thing. I think that's the thing with Mings. I think that's what gets you. it's kind of
it puts him above because there's a lack of
get you out of trouble a little bit more on that left hand side. So I think that's why it's a bit of a no brainer. Because who else is there? Like,
no, I get it. But I think for me, Konza, whenever I watch Villa, I think he just looked better. If you look at the United Villa game the other day, ball comes in from the right hand side, Greenwood turns Mings easy, like Mings has dived in, Greenwood scores, Konza's face, he's fuming, he's like, why have you done that? It's schoolboy. And
but you can make that case for Harry Maguire. How many times has Harry Maguire been spun?
Not that many.
Like
not that many. If you look at the stats, by the way, stats.
Whatever.
But no.
Why did they call him the fridge? Why did they call him the fridge?
I get it. He's slow on the turn, but he's good. No, he's good. You got to give him his props. But I don't rate Mings as highly as others. But obviously, he's
that being said, so with all those players that are listed, you trust them all to do a job when it comes down to it.
Yeah.
And when you sit back and you think about France, Germany, Italy, Spain, what's their defences saying?
I mean, France is unbelievable.
Who are they gonna pick?
Well, they've got Upamecano, they've got Umtiti, they've got Varane.
I think it's mad that you've got Varane and Umtiti, players like that. Laporte has not.
Have you seen what's happened today? Yeah, he's gone to Spain.
I think that's mad. I don't think a single one of them is better than Laporte.
I think we can make a case for Varane.
Is he going to play? Is he injured? He's usually injured.
I don't even know. I couldn't even tell you. I think you can make a case for Varane, but I'm with you. I think Laporte's sick.
I feel like all those defenders that you name, they don't get tested on a regular basis.
Yeah, no, it's true.
And these lot do.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
That is true. But
moving on anyway. That's the defenders, and I think
what I would say though, because I've just seen on the list, Dyer was voted for 4 times. Me personally, Eric Dyer is horrific.
Horrendous.
Horrific. He can head a ball. Obviously can. He can pass better than the average centre back, but he's got nothing about him.
When they used to do that thing where they put him in the middle of the park, like what was that?
Yeah, for me, like if you're an attacker and you're looking at these centre backs and you think who do I want to play against, you look at Dyer and you think, I fancy myself against.
But you know the worst thing is, I'm 90% sure he's gonna go.
No,
that's the coldest part.
I'm in the same boat as you. I think Southgate likes him. He's a big fan. And like you say, I think he's gonna go.
So midfielders now.
Midfielders, who? Let's see. There's one person that I think on this list that has to go more than any.
So this is one question I always pose. I always say, who is the first name on the team sheet? Forget the keepers. Who's the first name on the team sheet?
I hate saying this, but for me it's Jordan Henderson.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. The player that should be the England captain. Yeah,
no, hands down, I think he has to be the England captain. But obviously with his injury, this is all if he's fit. Yeah. I'd love for him to go. People that know me know that the last few years I've always said, no, I don't rate Henderson. Not a fan of him. He's just a run around. He's a Lee Cattermole. But I think over the last 2 years,
so absolutely everyone.
He's done his thing, and I think it's not until he's been missed this season that you've noticed how good he actually is.
Yeah.
Because you've had Fabinho that's played in his position. Thiago's obviously dropped in. They've had Wijnaldum, Milner drop in. But none of them have been able to replace what he does defensively for them as well as offensively.
Yeah.
He's a joke. I say everyone voted for him. I think there's one person that didn't vote for him.
Do you know what I think we should do when we get to the end? When we get to the end of this, I think we should run through these lists and pick out the howlers that people have.
No, we can do that. In fact, we'll get them on the phone. The people that have made the people that made
there's one that I saw and I was like, what?
Yeah, no, we'll get them on the phone.
Yeah.
Right, so there's a few people on this list that everybody that voted for them. So we can go through those quickly. There's Phil Foden, obvious.
Yeah.
Mason Mount, I think obvious. Declan Rice, which for me, as a defensive midfield option for England, it's an obvious one.
Yeah, I went too fussed. Going back a few months, but that now see it on a regular basis. It makes sense.
Yeah. No, I'm in agreement. One that I didn't actually think everybody would vote for, but every single person did, was Jude Bellingham.
Oh, really?
Every person voted for Jude Bellingham.
I thought he was going to say James Ward-Prowse.
Nah, he was one. So there was a few people that it was a toss-up between. And he was one of the ones that was like, "Ooh, shall we?" But he's made it.
Do you know, I've been a fan of him ever since he did the, was it the You Know The Drill? With Jimmy Bullard on Soccer 8.
The free kicks.
Whipped in a filthy free kick. And I was like, you know what?
Nah, he's got mad technique.
Yeah,
he's got mad technique.
JWP.
But I think people have stood up and took a bit more notice of his actual gameplay.
Yeah.
People have always known that set pieces, he's got a bit, but his actual gameplay, his work rate, his leadership as well. Because how old is he? He's 26, 27, but he's been captain of.
Well, this is the thing. When you look at
years.
the midfield, right? You've got Henderson. You've got, in fact, so we'll just mention another player. Jack Grealish is in there.
Yeah, Jack Grealish.
Which a lot of other people.
Again, everybody voted for Jack Grealish.
So you've got Henderson, you've got Grealish, you've got Ward-Prowse, and you've got Declan Rice. That's 4 captains.
Yeah, which I don't know. We've had it previously with the superstars that we've had, Gerrard and Lampard, that have been. Well, to be fair, Lampard wasn't captain. He was
No,
yeah,
exactly.
So no, it is good to have that, because you know when the going gets tough.
Of it as well, in the middle of the park.
It's a good thing to have. Now the last one, and I'll tell you the 2 players that it came down to, and this was your vote that swung it, by the way.
Yeah, like not about an hour ago.
So, yeah. So the two people that it was between were James Maddison and Jesse Lingard. Do you want to tell everybody who?
So I'm a fan of Maddison. I think he's really, really talented. His abilities, it's right up there. I think
A different club, you can do some special things. But then the other day, I was talking to someone, and I just said Lingard in the midfield, like it was second nature, like it was a no-brainer sort of thing.
Yeah.
And then he's gone, but you've not got him in your squad. I was like, what? And I didn't even realise. And then, I'm not gonna lie, I seen today, you got player of the month and goal of the month. Got to go in there.
Yeah, no,
You've got to go in there.
Since he's
I had to turn my back on Maddison.
Since he's been at West Ham, I think he's played something like 13 games, 9 goals, 2 assists.
I know I think he's played. I seen something that said like 4 home games, 4 goals, 1 assist.
Yeah,
Filth.
he's been very good, very good. I think there's only a couple of players that have matched his kind of goals per game thing since he's been at West Ham.
Yeah.
I think there's Bale and maybe one other. But yeah, the other people that were involved in the midfield discussion, we've got Calvin Phillips, who needs a shout out. I think he's good.
I think that pick is Eric Dyer-esque.
Calvin Phillips.
Do you know what? It's getting louder. It's getting louder.
In case people can't hear that, we've got drag queens downstairs singing "Flying Without Wings," which is mad. RuPaul. But no, Calvin Phillips. You think it's Eric Dyer-esque?
Yeah, I think it's one of them ones that be like, oh, they'd like this. Do you know what I mean? I don't think ability-wise he goes in there before anyone else. Oh, stop it.
Yeah, so apologies for that. Just a little technical glitch. So yeah, we was running through the midfielders. So as it stands, you got Henderson, you got Foden, Mason Mount, Declan Rice, Ward-Prowse, Grealish, and as we were saying, it's all a lot of captains in there, which I think is going to make the difference when it comes down to it.
Yeah. When you get to the quarters, the semis, those types of games, you need those characters.
Just in and around, isn't it? It's that's something that we've not seen really before.
No, it's going to be good to have them.
Not only the captains, like when you go back in the day when you had captains that were more time, he was either the best player or one of the worst.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But all talented ballers. Bellingham, and then so this is the bit we got to.
It came down to you, by the way.
Yeah, it came down to me.
Littles had the deciding vote. It was either Lingard or James Maddison. Me personally, I went for Lingard. I put Lingard in mind from the start. But Littles.
So mine wasn't no slight on Lingard at all. I picked Maddison. I just didn't. I didn't realise that I didn't pick Lingard, but I mentioned it in passing. And then someone was like, "But you didn't pick Lingard," and I was like, "What?" But yeah, player of the month, goal of the month today. He's got to go in there.
You've got to put him in there. Based on his form, you've got to put him in there.
Yeah. I mean, the argument used to be Grealish or Maddison. Do you know what I mean? That they were the two that everyone was like, which one would you prefer? And that's kind of dwindled into nothing now. Do you know what I mean?
I think that's a testament to Lingard though, how he's dragged himself. We were talking about.
Also, remember Grealish and played for 12 games. It is in there.
No, he's straight in there. I think every single person voted for Grealish. But again, I think that's because if you look at Grealish, he's at Villa, and again he's the captain, but he drags them through games. Without Grealish, see when Grealish got injured, Villa, what did they go, like 5 games without a win or something like that, and because his creativity wasn't there, they just couldn't do nothing. So I think Grealish has to be in there. But Lingard, for me, because of his form over the last 13 games, we'll get whatever it is, he deserved the place. But I need to mention a couple that didn't quite make it. Calvin Phillips, he was close. We had quite a few people vote for Calvin Phillips. I like him. I think he's okay. He does a job in terms of gets on the ball as a defensive midfielder, and then his range of passing is decent. But aside from his passing, I don't think there's too much, because he's not very mobile.
No, that's what I mean. He's not really got... His qualities aren't...
Yeah, it's not enough.
Yeah,
it's not enough.
They're not really football based. Like it's not.
No.
He's not got the greatest pass. He don't score on a regular basis. He's not quick.
He's not super. He doesn't like break up play. He doesn't win all the tackles and make sure.
You can just do a bit, can't you? You can just do a job. But yeah. We need more than when you got someone like Foden.
Yeah.
In your team.
Yeah.
Why settle for someone that can just do a bit? Do you know what I mean? Exactly.
Special shout out for this guy though, because I don't understand how he's managed to get a call up by anyone. Oxlade-Chamberlain. We've managed to get 2 people that have gone for Oxlade-Chamberlain. I understand maybe 5 years ago he might have had a shout of being in there.
It's outrageous.
But I don't even know if he's played for Liverpool this season. He might have played a game.
Dortmund want him for 17 million.
Dortmund.
You know
why?
Exactly. Why?
But I don't get it personally. But yeah,
he's way down the pecking order at Liverpool. You've even got Keita in front of him.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah, and he's had a bit of a shocker. But yeah, that's the midfield. Henderson
down to business.
Yeah, no, attackers. This is where we win games. These are the people that are gonna get people out of the seats. We've got a few obvious ones.
Let's just skip through the 3 obvious ones, because we don't really need to have any explanation as to why, or you know what I mean. It's self-explanatory really. They've been there, they've done it.
So we've got Harry Kane,
El Capitan.
Obvious goals, Mr. Goals. Sterling has to go. Marcus Rashford, we know Rashford's gonna go. The next 4, there is some and ahhing about who should be in those spaces. I mean, we've had quite a few people.
So I think though in this group of people, the next one I'm going to mention is Sancho.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I know people don't get to see him week in, week out, but at the same time, he's on the tip of everyone's tongue. And in terms of like as far as the pecking order goes, I think it makes sense for him to be the next one that you mentioned.
Yeah,
I don't think many people have got an issue with that.
No.
Even though people have only seen glimpses. You can act like you've sat and watched Dortmund week in, week out. Not many people have.
Yeah, nobody else.
Do you know what I mean? But he's been doing bits.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And yeah, I have no qualms with him being in there, or whether he starts or not. Again, Kane's the one that starts through the middle, standard. Either side, if it's Rashford and Sterling, cool. If it's Sterling and Sancho, cool. If it's Rashford and Sancho, cool. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think I'm in agreement with you there.
But I just think because he didn't play in the Prem, that's why he's a little bit.
He gets marks down. I think that's the same slightly with Bellingham, where we're still, even though we know that there's hype there, we know that he is good, obviously from the Champions League.
Yeah,
I think there's still a bit of an unknown where we're like, how good can he be?
Yeah,
can he go on and be like Gerrard and Scholes and Lampard and be the best centre midfielders in the world kind of thing? And I think that's the same with Sancho. He's 22, isn't it?
I think so.
Yeah, so I saw a thing earlier about him and Haaland. There's a picture of them having the German Cup together, and saying what he's done since he's been there. He's been involved in over 30 goals every season since he's been at Dortmund.
Is this his third or second?
This is third season. I think that's a mad stat.
Yeah,
I know it's the Bundesliga, and some people turn their nose up at the Bundesliga because Bayern win it every season.
Yeah, but for someone that young though,
I think it's incredible. I think it's unbelievable, and I'm a believer that if he does come to the Prem, he will be able to, maybe not those numbers.
I'm hearing it's already done.
What, United? I'll take it. I'll take that. But yeah, no, I'm in agreement. He's definitely the next one there. The next two that I'm gonna name, centre forwards. So they're centre forwards. For me, it was between these two as to who should go.
Can I just point? In fact, let's get to this. Then I'll point out how that I've just remembered from these lists.
Okay. So the next two attackers that we've got on here, they're both out and out number 9s. Calvert-Lewin, he's had a great season.
Started off.
Yeah, he started off on fire.
Firing, didn't he? Did he go about 6-7 games on the bounce? Scoring something mad like that.
Yeah. He started off amazing.
He's like an alternative to Kane in terms of the goals that he can.
Yeah,
He don't really shoot outside the box and stuff like that. A bit of a poacher, but in the air and stuff like that.
He gives you a presence up top. If you need somebody to get hold of the ball, bring people into play, win flick-ons, he can run in behind because he's got pace. He's a great alternative. The other guy,
Danny Ings.
I think he's sick. He's got Man City written all over him for me. But I don't know.
Different type of goals.
Yeah.
He's been bagging on a regular for 2 seasons now.
Yeah, no, I think
just going back from injury, I think, isn't he?
Yeah, but I think if you need a goal last 15 minutes,
he's one of them players, isn't he? Like
you put him on because you know he's going to be in the right place. He'll be making the right runs. So I think he's a great player.
He's got experience as well from coming from Liverpool as well before he went to Southampton. And
no, definitely. The last player. Now,
mate.
Littles isn't happy with this one. I'm over the moon with it, obviously.
Disgrace.
The last player is Mason Greenwood.
Disgrace.
The truth.
Disgrace.
The future. The present. He's everything. I think Mason Greenwood is a star boy, like unbelievable. Littles obviously thinks a certain Arsenal player should be in there.
Of course he should be in there.
Why? Tell the people why. Why should Saka be there?
Everyone's seen it. At his best, he's a very good forward out on the right hand side. At his worst, he's a utility man. You can play him anywhere. Tell me somewhere you can't play him. Bar goal.
But do you think he should be in there instead of Greenwood or instead of another person? Because me personally,
I just feel he should. I just feel he should be in there. But the only reason I'm saying the Greenwood thing is because the similar ages. And yeah, by the sound of it, it was. I guarantee people picked him over Saka. That was the choice they was making. I guarantee the majority of people that have picked him, it was I'll pick Greenwood instead of Saka. That would have been the train of thought.
I'll tell you what it was. So the last two that it was out of was Saka and Ings. People picked Calvert-Lewin over Ings, which me personally I couldn't get to grips with, because Ings brings a lot more goals. But it was out of Ings and Saka. People, I think it was probably 10 out of the 12, maybe 9 out of 12 went for Greenwood.
And it's one of them where I think he's going to go anyway. Because just in case.
Who, Saka?
Yeah. He might not even play, but just in case. Like,
if
Shaw and Shaw will get injured, we've put Saka on there. Two wingers get injured, either side, Saka.
Me personally, I don't think Ings will go. I think you're right. I think Saka will go, but I don't think Ings will go. Which, like, it's a crazy one to think because of the amount of goals that he scored. But no, I don't think he'll go.
Just one's for the Arsenal fans, though. I will say this: Smith Rowe's knocking at the door. He's knocking at the door.
Where? What?
I've seen it.
No.
No. If you go on social media, some of the popular football pages, and they put in today Smith Rowe 28-1 to make the England squad. Yeah, it's a reach, but I'm saying that the conversation is being had now. That's what I'm saying.
For me, that's just typical Arsenal. That's Arsenal fans. That's Arsenal fans that are saying that. No football man that knows football is saying that Smith Rowe is getting ahead of any of these players.
I didn't say that. I don't know why you twisted my words.
Or has a chance.
I don't know why you twisted my words. I said there's a conversation that's being had. People are saying, do you think he could get in?
Did he go to the 21s? With the 21s?
No.
How old is he?
In fact, did he go with the 21s? When was the 21s tournament?
A couple of months ago.
I don't think he went, I think he might have been injured then. Might have been injured then.
Me personally, I think. Don't get me wrong. I think he's good. He's a good player.
Yeah, I'm not trying to make a case for it. I don't think he has to be in there. Okay. I'd understand him not being in there. Of course I would. Yeah. But I'm saying there's people that in and around it where you have conversations about whether or not they could get in there. Alright then, answer me this one. If Jamie Vardy wants to come out of retirement, who are you taking out of there?
Ings or Calvert-Lewin needs to go out of there. If Vardy wants to come out of retirement, but Ings and Calvert-Lewin need to go out of there because he is a proper goal scorer. He might not be super easy on the eye. You might think, he's not got ridiculous technique. He doesn't finish well. Do you know when he goes for a goal, you don't see him pass the ball in. No, Vardy. Oh, Vardy. Like you don't pass the ball in. Everything that he does, it's a bang.
He's like a street baller, isn't he? Just he looks like he's on tag.
Yeah, no, he does. He's from Bulwell. He looks like that. But no, I think if he says, you know what, I want to go to the Euros, I think Calvert-Lewin and Danny Ings have got problems.
Yeah,
definitely. We've got our squad. Let me just run through that again for all of our listeners. So in goal, we've got Nick Pope, Dean Henderson, Jordan Pickford. In defence, we've got John Stones, Harry Maguire, Fikayo Tomori, Tyrone Mings, Ben Chilwell, Luke Shaw, Kyle Walker, Trent Alexander-Arnold. In midfield, we've got Jordan Henderson, Phil Foden, Mason Mount, Declan Rice, Jesse Lingard, Jude Bellingham, Jack Grealish and James Ward-Prowse. And then as our attackers, we've got Marcus Rashford, Dominic Calvert-Lewin, Harry Kane, Raheem Sterling, Danny Ings, Jadon Sancho, and the star boy, Mason Greenwood.
I'm going Pickford because he's been there, done it.
Pickford?
Because he's been in the fold too long for it to... For it to be... regardless of how good Dean is, it's a risk, innit, at this point.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
I would have said Henderson, but I'll let you have Pickford because there's a couple that I might want to have later on.
Back four, standard, Walker, Shaw, Stones, and the fridge. Don't think you can really argue with that.
Nah, I'm in agreement again with that. For me, midfield gets a little bit tricky. If Henderson's fit, he plays.
Yeah.
I would play Foden and Mount with him.
Yeah.
But there's a case for Grealish for me. But only if he's fit.
Yeah.
Again. Front three. We spoke about this earlier.
But the front three would be interesting because Kane could do the false nine thing because of that thing that he's picked up this year.
Yeah.
Where he dropped in to get, you know what I mean? So that'd be interesting to see if he puts him right bang up top. For me, yeah, I'd go. See, this is where it gets tricky though because Sterling is 30 on the left. Rashford.
You know what? I don't think he is anymore. Do you know if he carried on his form from the start of the season?
But the reason he's not 30 on the left right now is because Foden's playing there, and we're saying Foden's going to go in that middle.
No, Rashford. Because Sterling's form. Remember, he's not been playing for City. He's been benched from City because of his form.
Played the other day. He was captain as well.
Yeah, but come on, man. You know his form's not been. I love Sterling, by the way. I think he's sick.
But I think we do that thing where we make it that way. Someone just said, "Oh, Sterling's fell off." Then someone was like, "Yeah, he has," and the next person was like, "Yeah, I think he has." And then all of a sudden, we're pushing that agenda and we're saying that Sterling's fell off. Sterling is one of them players that, yeah, he can have. Everyone can have an off game, but he's got the ability to.
Yeah, no,
you know,
the ability
that. He scores more goals than Rashford. Season in, season out.
Rashford. There's a debate.
Is there a debate?
I think Rashford scored more than him this season.
Yeah. I'm not saying this. Yeah, he's not been playing.
So going into the Euros, would you take somebody that's not in form and playing because he's got the ability, or would you take the person that's got the ability and is in form?
Well, we've just said if Henderson's fit, we'll take him. He ain't played for months.
Yeah, but
we start him first name on the team.
Henderson, he's the captain.
He's not. Harry Kane's the captain.
Yeah, but we'd have him as our captain.
Yeah. But Harry Kane is the captain.
So you're taking Sterling over Rashford currently on the left hand side.
Yeah, because Sterling. That's what Sterling does out on the left. That's his thing.
Okay, cool. So we've got Kane up top, middle, Sterling on the left, and on the right,
Jadon
Sancho. No, that's cool. Rashford can't play on the right, so he's got to be left out the talk there.
I think it's harder to leave Sterling out than it is Rashford.
I would have said that because
I feel like that's what Southgate does.
I would have agreed with that 6 months ago, but now I don't agree with that.
I don't know, man.
If you look at Rashford's goal involvements and everything this season,
but Sterling's been doing it every season since he's been at City.
No, I get it, and I love Sterling. I think he's sick. I'm his biggest advocate. But right now, going into a tournament, do you need your form players playing? This is.
Man, yeah, but is everyone really bawling out Rashford's name like that? Yo, did you see Rashford?
He might. I think.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
do you know? Unless you watch United all the time, do you know what? We come from behind all the time. Yeah, we're always 1-0 down.
Did Rashford play last night?
Why are you talking about last night? Forget the Liverpool game.
I'm asking. I watched it, and I don't remember saying Rashford. What was he involved in?
Rashford drags us through games. No.
Let's not get into clubs right now. Let's leave it there.
Don't say Bruno's penalties, by the way.
Penandes drags you through games.
No. Listen, our team is Jordan Pickford in goal, Kyle Walker, John Stones, Harry Maguire, Luke Shaw. Then we've got Jordan Henderson, Phil Foden, Mason Mount. And then the front three, we've got Sterling on the left, Sancho on the right, and Captain Kane up top.
Boom.
Guys, thank you for watching. You need to check this out. YouTube, Instagram, SoundCloud, Spotify. Hit us up on all the channels. Make sure you like and subscribe. And we will have a video coming very soon on the Premier League Team of the Year.
And feel free to send in your own England squad as well.
Yeah, no.
Starting 11s though. Starting 11s. Just make it a bit. We've gone in depth in the actual squad.
Yeah,
Starting 11s.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no. We'd love to see it. We'd love to see it. But anyway, thank you for watching. Take care.
Peace.